What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 20 in the season finale here of our first season at Wolves. And today we are going to play the FA Cup final against Arsenal. And we also have ourselves a look at how the season went, how everybody did individually and things like that. But we got the first team here. We're ready to go. Arsenal, of course, have given us trouble this season. We had a 3-2 win over them and a 2-2. If that's anything to go by, we're going to need some goals today, and this final will be pretty open. We're at Wembley. It's a huge final. Let's just jump into it. It's Traore. Nice step inside from Traore, and he's going to get by Gene, and he can slip it across, and it's Jimenez. It's 1-0 early. What a start here. Arsenal haven't touched it, and that's all down to Traore. An unbelievable start here. Jimenez firing at home. Of course it's Jimenez. Though Fabio Silva leads the competition in goals. Look at that. He's just pushed off the would-be challenger. Slipped it across goal. And Jimenez has turned it in near post. Hits it first time. Just inside the post. What a start here. 1-0. Nice ball out wide. Muniain gets to it. Muniain, a player I used to love in old Fifas. It's kind of fallen off the map a little bit, but it's good football as it gets played across. Managed to cut back inside. And can we clear it? We clear it right to him. That's a huge save. Massive, massive save. We gave it right to them. And Jimenez trying to go over Gene again, and does. We cannot be doing that in a bloody final. Jimenez here slips it across. Nicely done. Ball keeps going. It's Loftus-Cheek. And Loftus-Cheek has his shot blocked. Steps back inside and then eventually loses it. This will be Loftus-Cheek's last game for us, should we not find a way to buy him in the summer as well. It's Loftus-Cheek, one more. Slip it out there to Neves. Neves doing well as he races into space. And slip it out there to Traore, who made the opening goal but hasn't touched the ball since. Here's Traore, and this is what happens when he does touch the ball. Top of the box, has a hit. Good save, Traore. That gets blocked out. He was onside and everything. Open goal. That's a massive block in the end when you think about it. But it looks like we're going to get into halftime. There was a long lull in the middle where nothing really happened. But the front end and the back end of the first half, back and forth, it's 1-0. Nicely done. Moving forward here. Nice tackle. Out wide here one more time. Saiss. And Saiss is moving forward, and so is Jimenez. He went right through the gap, and it's Jimenez in on goal. There it is. It's the second. And we lead 2-0. Jimenez is second of the game. And do we have one hand on the trophy? Let's not say that. Arsenal have been threatening all game. That's an excellent finish. We go right back through the middle. And we had a defensive player, a midfielder there covering. Oh, no, they're just playing 5 at the back. That middle defender stepped up. You cannot do that. You cannot step up on strikers as the middle defender and just leave the gap. It is a huge mistake. And it's a huge mistake there. It's cost them a goal. 2-0. Nice ball out wide. Muniain's going to get onto this. Steps inside. Does well. No, I've overstepped here. It's Aubameyang. Slips it across. What a huge block. What a massive, massive block. I thought we weren't going to get across in time as that gets slipped forward to Jimenez. And Jimenez once again in on goal here. And Jimenez can slide it across. It's going to be punted to the tap in. It's 3-0 in the final. And how often does that happen? A huge chance at one end, a great block. And we go right up the other end of the pitch. 3-0. And Jimenez this time he's through. He's unselfish. Slides it across perfectly. Podence slams home the goal. And with 25 minutes left, we have one hand on the trophy. And Traore's going to make the run there. Traore's just been left out here. Going to have a run. Does well. And Traore slips it across goal. And the header comes in and just over. Nice ball out wide. Pepe's going to get onto this. Pepe stepping inside onto that left foot. Runs the pass. There's Ceballos back inside. There's a step inside. Oh, that ball almost found its way through. But we managed to work that out brilliantly. As that gets out to Traore. And Traore does well to step inside. And Traore can slip it through to Jimenez. This one more comes to Lucas. Oh, decent save. Didn't quite hit that with the power I was expecting. One more across. And Lucas can slide that through and can't quite get there. Can we get that back to Jimenez? We can. And Jimenez is going to get away here. And Jimenez is through on goal. And Jimenez, a fourth. He wanted another hat trick for the season. He had to get it. 4-0 the score. A hat trick for Jimenez as he puts the icing on the cake in the final. And what a year Jimenez has had. We're going to check in a minute. See how many goals he's scored. But it's like 60 or 70. He's had the most absurd season of any striker I have ever used. And it's pretty incredible. It's really incredible, to be honest. We've scored a ton of goals this year in general, but absolutely incredible from him. And with a couple of minutes to go, it's 4-0. Taken off him. And with 20 seconds to go, there's the whistle. And we are FA Cup champions. Winners of a domestic trophy in our first season. That is excellent. I mean, what a year we've had. Top 3 Champions League football for our second season in charge. And we've won a trophy in the FA Cup. I mean, that's excellent. As everybody parties in the middle. Excellently done. Fabio Silva finishes, I believe, as top goal scorer in this competition. He had 7. And a lot of other players had 5. I don't think Jimenez even played that much in this tournament. But I don't think he had 5 already coming into it to get 8. But we are winners. Everybody there getting ready to lift the trophy. It's Connor Cody, the captain. He's going to lift it. Excellent, excellent. Of course, you'd love to see it. And the trophies look so much better this year, by the way. As he goes to lift it and does. FA Cup champions. The gold ribbon on the FA Cup belongs to Wolves. Excellently done. The black and orange confetti goes. The crowd goes nuts. The Arsenal crowd sit there inexplicably still as he heads over to the fans to get a couple lifts in. Excellent. What a season we've had. What a year our first year's been. Next year we come back, get bearings with, or get ourselves, a couple new signings, get to bearings with the Champions League. A bit more squad depth. We'll need it going forward. And off go the fireworks. As everyone's set to take the picture. Jimenez right behind. Patricio in front. This is a really good team we've got here. There are some players who are going to continue to grow. And, with a signing or two, it could really put us in an excellent, excellent position going into next year. So, a 4-0 victory in the final. Arsenal not as potent going forward today as they've been, the last couple times we've played them. We've played them twice. Disappointing from them, but not disappointing from us as we win some silverware. Now, what we're going to do is sim forward just a week so we can get the Champions League final out of the way so we can take a look and see who won those games. As Liverpool won the league, of course, on 90 points. We'll skip to right about here. And then we will take a look at how everything went because I believe the Champions League final is on that 29th of May, in theory. In 2021. As everyone goes on break, we have had a nice final month there. We had a bit of a blip with the Burnley game, but they've given us trouble all year round. So let's take a look at the standings. We finished 3rd, 7 points behind Liverpool, but the important 9 points ahead of Chelsea in the end. 8 draws, 5 losses. Not too bad in a 38-game season. 9 draws for Liverpool, 8 for City, 8 for us, of course. but not too bad. Burnley, Fulham, and West Brom, the teams to go down. You feel a little bit bad for Burnley, but they don't really invest, do they? And that's just what it is. FA Cup, of course, we won. Carabao Cup. Manchester City winners. They beat Everton 3-0 in the final. And then beat Liverpool 4-3 on aggregate in the semi-final. And then Europa League we'll take a look at first. And Bayern Munich won the Europa League. That is an odd one. How did they get knocked out of their group? They beat Tottenham 4-3 in the final. Mönchengladbach, Sociedad in there as well. And what is this? The Champions League. Lazio won the Champions League. They beat Atletico Madrid on penalties 2-2 that finished. Liverpool beaten by Atletico Madrid again in the game as well. Lazio beat Barcelona 4-3. Lazio beat Atalanta 4-3. That's pretty wild. And they beat Manchester City on away goals. That finished 3-3. They had a tough run, and they did really well. And Bayern, as you can see, they finished third in a group with Barcelona and Atalanta. Only one win. Not good enough. 3 draws, the problem. Pretty incredible there. Anyone else go out early? Mönchengladbach, they're a pretty decent side. Marseille, Bruges, that's a really tight group. 9-8, 8-7. Tough. Leipzig go out in the first round. Ajax and Rennes with only 1 point there, but pretty incredible stuff. Lazio with a really, really, really nice run. Let's take a look at the other leagues. I want to see who comes up from the Championship. Bournemouth will come back up, Nottingham Forest, and then it'll be a playoff between Watford, Derby, Brentford, and Bristol City to see who comes up. 94 and 93, not good enough, as Bournemouth had 15 draws, ended on 96 along with Nottingham Forest. So incredible stuff there as well. Liga. Paris win the title by 1 point. They had 12 draws. There are a lot of draws in this league. Jesus. Look at some of these. 16, 15 draws. 14, 13, 12, 12. Incredible. Lyon had an extra win, but there are just too many draws there for Paris and too many losses for Lyon, as Marseille and Monaco and Lille bring up the next couple. Into the Bundesliga, where Bayern have won theirs by 16 points. They went wild in the Bundesliga. Only 1 loss. Dortmund finishing second. And then Leverkusen, Mönchengladbach, Frankfurt, and Leipzig finishing 6th. Be disappointed in that. Dortmund 16 points behind, and Leverkusen in third. 26 points behind. Incredible. Serie A. Inter win the title. They beat Juventus out by 5 points. And then they Atalanta next, and Napoli. Lazio are going to get into the Champions League on virtue of winning it, because they did not finish in their top 4. And then Milan, Roma, Torino follow up. Incredible for Lazio, really, to go ahead and finish 5th in their league, but still win the title. And then we have La Liga, and Real Madrid win the league. 97 points, 90 for Atletico Madrid, 83 for Barca, who finished 14 points back of Real Madrid. And then Sevilla, Valencia. You have a feeling that Barcelona stuff may happen a little bit more often going forward. Let's take a look and see what's happening toward the end of the year here. A lot of players who I'm just going to let leave as their contracts look to expire. Brand representation. Semedo doing well. Scouting reports. Scouts. Financial report. We set to complete our long-term goal of increasing the club's worth within 3 seasons. We've now reached our preliminary financial report and confirmed that we've met our agreed target. Well, there we go. A loan offer from our case with an option to buy. We're not going to do that right now. We'll take a look at it next year and see what happens as we get $4 million for the FA Cup. And we have a player chat as well. What is Diallo? He's made progress. Maybe we'll keep him around. We can take a look at those 4 players. Reddy, I'm going to let go. It's harsh, but you know, it is what it is. We're going to the squad hub anyway, so we might as well take a look at some of these. Reddy can go. Bennett is already leaving. Francis, 21, he can leave. Perry, 19 at 58. I mean, you may not feel too badly letting him go. He was a little bit upset with that. That's fair enough. Diallo, 21-62. Another one I'm not really looking to keep around, but we'll keep him around. Why not? And then Loftus-Cheek. He's owed 20. I don't know what the thing was. I think it was 29.9 million there, but it is what it is. I've just gone all the way through, and now we're going to the squad hub. We're going to see how everyone did this year, stats-wise. Patricio, 50 appearances, 9 clean sheets. Excellent. He's actually declined by 1, which is a bit of a shame. We may have to bring in a goalkeeper who may eventually take over for him, should he decline a little bit more next year. Ruddy made 1 appearance, and off he goes. Johnny, 47 appearances, 2 assists, 10 clean sheets. Not bad. Still only 27, moving into his prime at 84 overall. Climbed 3 this year. An excellent player at left back. Vinagre, he's moved up 2 overall over there at Sociedad. Someone we're looking to hold on to for a little bit, perhaps. We'll see with Vinagre. We're going to have 3 players at left back, which I would like to keep. Nuri we only bought in January, but we've had so many big games, I didn't want to necessarily take Johnny out. He's grown 1. He's only 19. A bright future here. Marcel, he's declined by 3. I don't know if I want to move him on just yet. He made 14 appearances for us. He's a really good player to have around. He can play left back or center back. I think next year we'll hold on to him again, but getting older, this is a good signing in real life and not necessarily one in FIFA. Bully, 45 appearances, 2 assists, 9 clean sheets. We only kept the 9 clean sheets all year, which we're definitely going to have to work on next year. But a good center back. He is 30 now, so maybe center back is somewhere we look to upgrade. We'll see. Connor Cody, 28, moving into his prime, 48 appearances, 2 goals, 2 assists, and 9 clean sheets. Saiz, 39 appearances, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 clean sheets. Getting older, another position I'm looking to upgrade in. Saiz, of course, good to have around. Him and Dendoncker really held on to that spot. But there are a couple positions where we're getting a little bit older, where we can bring in some really good young players, and they can push on. Bennett, 2 appearances. He is 31. He's leaving at the end of the year for free. One of those things. Dendoncker, 34 appearances, 2 goals, 4 assists. Only 26, moving into his prime, and he will be an option at us for a while, you feel. Next, Keanu Hoover, 11 appearances, 1 assist. I want to get him more appearances next year. He can play right back or center back. I mean, I haven't played him at center back. I've been playing him at right back, but he's going to sit behind Semedo, and that's just going to be what we do at right back for now. There's also that player who can play right back, right wing we may bring in, but Hoover is someone I want to grow in a FIFA. At Liverpool last year, as a Liverpool fan, I was upset that he was leaving. Liverpool got a decent amount of money for him, but he's going to be a really good player and someone I definitely want to grow in this FIFA. Semedo, 45 appearances, 2 goals, 7 assists. He's 27 now, surprisingly, moving into his prime, but 87 overall. I mean, we're not thinking of anything else at right back other than Semedo. So Vitinha, someone I'd like to get more appearances next year. Of course, 69 overall, grown 3 this year, 21 years of age. We'd like to continue to move forward with him. Moutinho, he's 34. He's gone down an overall. Another one who's, I don't want to move him on, but a really good bid comes in, and we may move him on, perhaps, and bring in someone younger. It's a position I'm looking to improve upon, but not necessarily a position where I'm looking to move him out. 4 appearances, 14 assists for someone who's 34. It's excellent from Moutinho. Loftus-Cheek, 39 appearances, 11 goals, 14 assists. A really good player. Perhaps we'll try and bring him in permanently. I'm not so sure yet. 25 years of age, 81 overall. How much better he gets, I'm not too sure. We're looking at other midfield options now. It'll be a transfer window decision if we were to go ahead and do that. Neves, 48 appearances, 17 goals, 23 assists. I never would have thought he'd get 17 goals this year. He's done well to score that many from midfield. 86 overall, an excellent, excellent player, and still only 24. Still has room to grow. His prime will be spent here. An excellent, excellent player. Sam Lucas showed up out of the academy, ready to roll. 76 overall now. He started at 71. He's only 18. 36 appearances, 7 goals, 11 assists. A really, really bright future for Lucas. Gibbs White only made 3 appearances. Is that what that says? 3 appearances for Gibbs White at Swansea. That's disappointing. But he's grown 70 to 73 overall. Maybe someone we'd like to incorporate into the squad a little bit more as well. Neto, 37 appearances, 6 goals, 8 assists. I was unaware he could play center forward or right wing. That would have been nice to know a little bit earlier, but only 21, 75 overall, a bright future here. Potence, 46 appearances, 5 goals, 15 assists. Another Portuguese player, 25, 80 overall. Can still grow quite a bit, can also play on either side. An excellent player, plenty of pace, and there's not much more we can say there. 50 appearances here for Adama Traore. We didn't have a ton to back him up, especially considering I didn't know these two could play out on the right. But 27 goals, 19 assists for the pacey forward. 83 overall, 25. Still plenty of room to grow. What more can you say? He's one of our stars. Fabio Silva, 14 appearances, 14 goals, 5 assists. I'd like to work him into the team a little bit more next year, get him a couple more appearances. But at the age of 18, there's no real rush. He is incredibly clinical, and he is going to be a really, really good player for us. And Jimenez, look at this. 48 appearances, 77 goals, 26 assists. 84 overall. He didn't drop, which is good. I've never had a season in which I've had a player score this many goals. I've had 50s, between 50 and 65-ish sometimes. We had that really good year last year with Osimhen at Atalanta. But this has been the most incredible goal-scoring season I've ever had with anybody, really. And it's unbelievable what Jimenez has done. 77 goals and 48 appearances is absolutely incredible. We'll see what that was in the Premier League. Yeah, 64 goals in the Premier League in 38 games for Jimenez. He was scoring a hat-trick every game. Traore finished tied with Harry Kane for second, just above Mane, Sterling, Salah, Havertz, and Aubameyang. So, pretty incredible. So, let's talk about transfers. There are a couple positions. There's one position here I would like to add another winger. We've got Neto. We've got Potence. I would actually like to add 2 wingers, perhaps. An option that could maybe play center forward and winger, though we have a couple of those already. So maybe getting a left winger to come in would also be good, and then we could have Potence, Neto, another winger who could also play center forward. We'd have 3 center forwards, and then we'd have we're going to try and go for Buta, a right back who can play right wing. So we could have, in theory, have 5 wingers and then 3 strikers, and we'd be rotating enough to get all of them playing time. I think that's a pretty good idea. We'll see as we go forward. Midfield, we have a spot here I would like to upgrade where Saiz is. Of course, they're getting older, but this is a spot we can upgrade, get a really good player in. And then right here is also a spot we can get a player in. Moutinho getting older, Loftus-Cheek leaving. That's one of those spots. And then Bully right here. This is a spot we'd like to possibly upgrade in. He's a really good player, Bully, but he's getting older. He's 30. He'll start to decline next year in theory. At left back, we're good. And then backup goalkeeper. So backup goalkeeper, center back, 2 midfielders, 2 wingers. That seems about right to me. We'll see. There are players here I'd like to get more game time. Vitinha next year. But as I said, we also may get a crazy bid coming in. I just didn't play him enough. And that's just how it is. And it's a bit tough. But we'll bring him onto the bench. But those positions there, we'll see how much money we end up with next year. But we're in a decent position, but we still have places where we can definitely upgrade. So we'll see going into next year, but this is a really good team. We've got a team in some places that's really young. There are some older spots. There's a little bit of turnover that's going to happen in this squad over the next 2 or 3 seasons. So, we'll see as we go forward, guys. But that is going to be it. I hope you folks, of course, have enjoyed it. Season finale. Next episode will be starting season number 2. But that is it, guys. So peace.